Hello everyone and welcome to the first ever tournament for the Open League. It is the 1v1 tournament of 2021 and our first game is Shadow versus Luca Lovecus Exius. Going into this game with great interest here. Two below plat teams.
Welcome to Castillo.
One silver, one bronze. And hopefully it's going to be a very entertaining game.
Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Now obviously in this tournament we have got some rules which I'll go through in a second right after this game. Let's see who our heroes pick. Interesting teams. Echo versus Junkrat. And that's Shadow going through. Just burning down his opponent there like it were nothing. Okay. 1-0 to Shadow. Let's see how this round goes. I feel like Lovecus Exius was a bit unlucky there. He didn't really choose a hero that could counter Echo very much. Now this will be difficult for Shadow. Widowmaker versus Tracer. Tracer sometimes can be seen as a counter to Widow. You never know where the Tracer is until she's right on top of you. But can Shadow do this? Lovecus just running around trying to find him, and he's found him. They're shooting. Using the recall a bit early there. Shadow. Not much health on him now. But can he get through this? No, he can't, and it's Lovecus equalising now. In this next 15 seconds, I'm just going to explain one of the rules real quick. You can't choose the same hero twice for the round of 16, semi-final or quarter-final. So only if you get to the final, that rule is abolished. Lovecus with the Echo this time, and then Shadow with the McCree. Right, Shadow getting bombed here. That wasn't really good for him. But he manages to get the shots off on the Echo and takes the lead. This is a tight game now. If Shadow wins this, he's through. And then if Lovecus wins, it goes to the final round. Very interesting to see what happens here. May versus Doomfist. Ooh, this is very interesting. Now Shadow does play quite a bit of Doomfist, so he will know the techniques almost perfectly. Now Lovecus going on a bit of a flank here, walled him off. Shadow has the high ground, but he's dropped down. Just wants to get a little bit of health back here to try and be safe. Oh, but Shadow lands the punch. And that's Shadow winning this round. So the next time we see Shadow will be in the quarter-final. And that's one play of the game for Shadow, which will be very important, as I will explain at the end of the tournament. That was a very one-sided pick there. Please bear with us while we now take a break to try and get our next round in. Our next game now, it's 61 versus you. This is a very game. Both players on a similar SR level. Around plat. So very, very tight skill rating here. Not much between these two sides. Unicorn being a tank main, all tanks are banned from this 1v1. So it's going to be a struggle for him, but I wonder if he can pull through. Unicorn pulling out the McCree here. Oh, it's a McCree versus a McCree, a mirror match. Both trying to get some shots off here, but none of them hit each other. Unicorn tagged here. Can I do this? Ooh, that's unlucky. The flashbang didn't quite get off in time before Rowan. 61 could hit that shot. So this map is great for 1v1s. It's why we chose it. There's a lot of different heights you can go if you hit scam. Or if it's two teams that are flank, and just fight in the middle. Unicorn with the Anna here. And then 61 with the Doomfist. Unicorn getting a quick shot off on 61. 61 wanted to go for a flank, he's found him. Oh, that's unlucky. That's very unlucky. Great play by 61. No match for Unicorn.
Select your hero.
But can Unicorn pull this back? It's 2-0. Not quite over yet. Unicorn with the Tracer. And 61 with the Hanzo.
Ever get that feeling of deja vu?
We're using recall here. Didn't quite see if he took any damage. Just teasing the Hanzo a bit here. He'll definitely regret it if he gets a headshot on her. Using another recall here, that was a bit risky to say he hadn't took any damage. And that's GG's, unfortunately. And 61 wins that round. After Unicorn uses recall early after not being hit, soon regrets that, to then be killed with a normal body shot. Okay, unfortunately it is past now and looks like Snowball hasn't turned up. So Z is now through to the quarterfinals and we can't wait to see him tomorrow. A featured game now, get ready. This one's going to be good. Okay, we are back from the break now and our next game, possibly the final game of the day depending on whether the other person turns up, is Warlord versus Seal Lord. Let's get into it.
Welcome to Castillo.
Castillo once again is the map we're going to feature this on.
Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Now then, both of these players are part of Numbani Warlords. So it's going to be a very interesting match. Teammate against teammate, so they're not used to fighting against each other. Okay, we have the Widowmaker versus the Tracer.
Fight.
Interesting matchup here. Seal Lord just staying in spawn for a little while. Peeked the wrong window, so Tracer's got in. Dealing D-Lord quite a bit of damage and he just couldn't handle it, and Warlord wins the first round. Now, as I said before the break, you're not allowed to choose the same hero twice. So Seal Lord isn't allowed to pick Widowmaker, and Warlord isn't allowed to play Tracer. I wonder how this will affect it. Another sniper from Seal Lord, and the Widowmaker from Warlord. So sniper versus sniper, always an interesting game. Now the Widowmaker usually has... Yeah, I couldn't even finish that sentence before the round was over. Widowmaker always has the upper hand there, because Widowmaker can one-shot. That was a bit unfortunate for Seal Lord. I don't really think he had much time to react. McCree versus Doomfist.
Fight.
So McCree can sometimes be seen to a counter as the Doomfist with his flashbang. But then again, Warlord cannot keep this at range. However, has dealt the majority of the damage so far.
Whoa there.
And that's Seal Lord winning his first round of the day. So it's not quite over yet.
Select your hero.
Could this be the game that goes to all 5 rounds today? Fortunately, we don't know yet. I just want to apologise, the commentator did get mixed up on this next fight, so please bear with us. Tracer versus Warlord.
Fight.
So, it's Sea Lord on the Tracer this time, and Warlord on the McCree.
Now, where were we?
Now, even if Warlord wins this, he played McCree last game against the Doomfist. So we'll still have to replay this round.
Victory.
Unfortunately for Otto, his opponent hasn't turned up, which means he jumps through straight to the next round and he plays Shadow. That's it today for today's games, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.